Today, we will learn about the Baroque era of music and its related history, and learn to play a piece from that era. Music historians agree that Baroque music first appeared in the early 17th century in northern Italy. Baroque is the term used generally to describe the art, architecture, and music of the period from 1600 to 1750. It is marked by a new, ornamented way of playing music rather than simple melody group performances. Architecture of the Baroque period includes St. Peter's Square in Rome, Italy, and the Palace of Versailles in Paris, France. St. Peter's Square is shown on the left, and the Palace of Versailles is shown on the right. Most striking about many monuments of Baroque art is the vast scale, yet extreme artistic detail. Fashion designers gained even more influence during the Baroque era. As people scrambled to be clothed in the latest styles, fashion magazines emerged, originally aimed at intelligent readers, but quickly capturing the attention of lower classes with their colorful illustrations and up-to-date fashion news. The silhouette of women's fashion was essentially close to the body with tight sleeves and a low pointed waist until around 1615. Gradually, it softened and broadened. Sleeves also became very full. Men's clothing was ornamented by a coat, waistcoat, and breeches costume that would reign for the next century and a half. The music composed for such vast expanses could also be grandiose. In the Baroque era, same parts were played by multiple musicians to make the music louder and more impressive. Just like architecture, music is found in large-scale compositions, but filled with intricate ornamentation and energetic figures. In the Baroque era, musicians and composers believed in something called the doctrine of affections, meaning different musical moods could and should be used to influence the emotions or affections of the listeners. In the early 1600s, composers recognized the new importance of the bass, and they gave it its musical line a new name, basso continuo. The basso continuo was a bass line that provided a never-ending foundation or continuous bass for the melody above. During the Baroque era, the newly emerging string family, violin, viola, cello, and bass, grew in popularity. Not until the Baroque era did composers specify levels of volume in their music. Baroque composers used terraced dynamics. They simply wrote piano, soft, or forte, loud. Therefore, Baroque music holds at one dynamic level until it is suddenly replaced by the opposite. Some famous composers from the Baroque era are George Frideric Handel, Arcangelo Corelli, also a famous performer of the violin, Antonio Vivaldi, another violinist famous for his 4 seasons, and Johann Sebastian Bach, who we will be performing today. During the Baroque era, music was the main source of entertainment and diversion. Aristocrats surrounded themselves with concert halls. Music directors were employed by the aristocracy to oversee orchestras, choirs, instruments, and music libraries. They were highly paid and prestigious positions in Baroque society. Music was a craft passed down over generations. A musician teaching the craft to his son, and he to his son. Music followed a strict set of rules during the Baroque era. Let's compare the rules of the era to our sheet music on our stands. In the Baroque era, unity is achieved through rhythmic continuity. The same rhythmic patterns are repeated throughout a Baroque piece of music. Some might think that this repetition would become tedious, but this, however, has the opposite effect, propelling the music forward. The beat is emphasized very strongly. Look in your music. Do you see any rhythms that repeat themselves in the minuet? How many measures have the counting 1, 2, and 3 and? The correct answer is 13 times. In 13 different measures, we hear the rhythm 1, 2, and 3 and. Baroque music uses terraced dynamics. This means that the volume stays the same for a period of time, then there is a sudden shift to a different dynamic level. Look in your music. Can you find a sudden dynamic change in the minuet? Yes, there are sudden changes. We start at mezzo forte, but change immediately to forte at box B. Then in measure 25, we change again a light switch quick to piano before repeating back to letter B where it is again forte. The orchestra was based on the stringed instruments and usually consisted of 10 to 40 instruments during a performance. How many people will be performing with us today? Look around the room. Is the number of musicians between 10 and 40? Yes, we would be an appropriate sized group to perform during the Baroque era. Originating in 17th century France, a minuet is a slow and graceful dance in 3/4 time for groups of couples. We have learned that it was performed for the aristocracy at formal gatherings and parties as part of the entertainment of the evening by a small chamber group comprised of mostly stringed instruments. You will now see and hear the duet performed by a violin and cello. The violin will play the melody found on your sheet music, while the cello plays the basso continuo, found in the Baroque era. measures 2, 4, 10, and 12, you have a unique bowing. Down, up, up. It's a hooked bowing. As we run through the melody this time, it will be your job to play measures 2, 4, 10, and 12 with the down, up, up bowing. Get ready to play? Let's repeat that exercise. Your job is to play measures 2, 4, 10, and 12, the down, up, up bowing. Get ready to play? Now we will play call and response, 2 measures at a time. Repeat after me. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, and. Ready, go. Good. Let's do that again. Call and response, 2 measures at a time. Repeat after me. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, and. Ready, go. Now we're going to glue all 8 of those first measures together. Starting at the beginning and ending with the dotted half note, we're going to play through. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. Let's repeat that exercise at the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Let's continue with call and response in measure 9. 2 measures at a time. Repeat after me. Ready, go. Ready, go. Let's do that again. Call and response, 2 measures at a time, starting in measure 9. Repeat after me. Let's glue those measures together. We'll start in measure 9 and play through the end of part A. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again. Measure 9. 1, 2, 3. Now we can play through the entire A part. We'll play through 2 times because it says to repeat. Here's the beginning, top of the page. 1, 2, 3. Great job with the A part. Now we'll move on to the B part. I would like you to ghost, finger, and air bow along with me as I play through the B part. Also, pay attention to dynamics and try and remember what the rules were during the Baroque era for dynamics and see if Bach composed within the rules. 1, 2, 3. follow the rules of the Baroque era with dynamics? Do you remember what that fancy word was for when we play suddenly from loud to soft? Starts with a T. You're smart if you're thinking terraced. The dynamics are terraced during the Baroque era, and Bach does a very nice job of showing this during the B section of Minuet 3. Now we will play call and response one measure at a time, starting with Bach's B. Repeat after me. Let's try that again. Repeat after me, one measure at a time. It comes faster than you're thinking. Again, one measure at a time. Cellists, let's review the fourth measure again. You will have to play the fourth measure in extended position. This is what the fourth measure looks like. Please watch as I play. First finger on red tape, second finger on white tape, third finger on silver tape, and fourth finger is a half a step above silver tape for C sharp, which is where we will start. X4, X2, X4, X1. So again, to set up extended position, we put first finger on red tape, second finger on white tape, third finger on silver tape, and pinky goes half a step above silver tape for C sharp, and that's where we'll start. 4, 2, 4, 1. Try that with me, cellos. 1, 2, 3. Again, 2, 3. Last time, go. So we have to play the fourth measure in extended position. Now we're going to glue all four of those measures together. Let's do that 3 times. Here's the beginning of B. Forte. 1, 2, 3. Here's the second time, B. 1, 2, 3. And here's the third time, box B. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Cellists, we also have to play measure 21 in extended position. It looks and sounds like this. Orchestra, in measure 25, we have the repeated notes G, F sharp, G at the end of every measure. Make sure, cellists and violists especially, that you're being mindful of the F sharp. Cellists, this is an extended 4 on the C string for you. Violists, this is a high 3 on the C string for you. It sounds like this. So make sure you're extending for that F sharp. Air bow and ghost finger as I demonstrate the next 4 measures of B. Starting in measure 21. 1, 2, 3. Again, air bow and ghost finger. 1, 2, 3. follow this time with me as I play through those measures. Starting at measure 21, pluck the string. 1, 2, 3. Try and be precise with rhythm. Remember, the Baroque era follows very strict musical rules. Again, pizzicato at 21. 1, 2, 3. All right, as you grab the bow this time, be mindful of the accidentals. There are C sharps, that's high 2s violins, high 3s violas, and that's an extended 4 cellists. Together now, 1, 2, 3. Also be careful of the slurs and hooked bowing. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. Now let's glue the first 8 measures together. We'll start all the way back at box B and play through the dotted half note. 1, 2, 3. Once again, the forte section of B from the top. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a moment to focus on the extended position of the cellos in the last 8 measures of the piece. Cellists, we have another extended run in measure 29. Get ready to play with your new extended position on the C string. It looks and sounds like this. Air bow and ghost finger as I demonstrate the last 8 measures of the piece, the piano section of the B box. Then I will give you 2 minutes to practice on your own time before we put it all together. Air bow and ghost finger please, starting in measure 25. 1, 2, 3. All right, you have 2 minutes to practice. I hope you're ready. Let's play the last 8 measures of the piece together. The piano section. Starting in measure 25. 1, 2, 3. Alright, it's time to put the entire B section together. We will play B with the repeat. Start forte, big sound. 1, 2, 3. Alright, it's time. We're going to play along with the duet you originally watched at the beginning of the video. Remember to wait for the introduction. There's a 4-measure introduction played by the cello before we come in together with the melody. Good luck! If you turn your music sheet over, you'll notice you have Baroque bonus material on the back, including the introduction you heard the cello play during the duet. To review, it sounded like this. Let's play that together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. In the second measure, there's a TR and a squiggly line over the second note. What did we need to do in order to make that happen? If you don't know, watch this time. 1, 2, 3. That's called a trill. In order to play a trill, we needed to start on the note that was written, B, and trill half a step as fast as we could with our next finger to C natural. We find ornamentations like this in Baroque music all the time.